evidence. Oh my God, just left. He was here near the doors awaiting. So this is something that is very interesting. This is the occasion to came in. I just wonder if it's somehow also trying to, maybe reach the place that I live in. I don't know. Some silly, stupid idea. The floor will be like 7, and usually wondering because he hadn't had a key. He was pretending to do something, and then he was like entering using occasion that the doors were maybe he's smart and going one floor upper. No? Let's see. Okay. That was supposed to be a deception. Seems so. But that's interesting that he was waiting near the doors. So the mister with a blue skirt t-shirt was waiting near the doors. I started recording, then he tried to pretend that he's tidying a shoe. He has like this Mrówka End Shop t-shirt, and he was paying attention not to look in my direction to not show his face. But it's interesting that he was also going to this floor and awaited that the door I didn't close fully won't be automatically closed. Oh, Jason, sorry, I also forgot to add this temperature speedometer.
Thermometer.
This speedometer?
Thermometer.
Is thermometer? I added?
I don't know, but
Okay, if I didn't, please include this in consideration. Thanks. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I don't want. Because no. Well, already I'm something pretty weird when I'm going out, like I would be in an attack all the time. Okay, so I'll put myself into the pocket. Oh, radiations like God knows what's causing that. So it's like quite high radiation of, I don't know what is the source. It's like, man, it's 14. Okay, so close the phone. Shit, my phone is radiating as hell. You can see like, but it's like crazy if I have a measuring surface headed the phone, then it's much bigger. Here it's visible. Like quite big values. Just never want to focus on the device display. So yeah, I have still Wi-Fi on, so it's hard to judge in a reliable way. And you hear those motorbikers making noise again and again. Also, it's interesting that it's just a quick glimpse to know the environment and eventual fluctuations, not putting any accusations. Yeah, so the guy was interesting. The guy is waiting right near the door, and he's standing near the pillar. I stopped to just to start the streaming here, and the dude was waiting. Then he was pretending like I started to record. He just went to the other side of the doors, kneeled, started to tie the shoes, czyli kucnął sobie i zaczął buty wiązać, a wcześniej stał. Ja czekałem sobie, włączyłem tego streama, żeby się nagrywać, żeby po prostu mieć bazę dowodową. I co, zaczął się chłopak tam kręcić, później się odwrócił, żeby mógł widać twarz, gdzieś kucnął, wiązał buta. Wyszedłem, zostawiłem, że tak powiem, były otwarte, nie zamknęły się automatycznie. Podbiegł, chwycił i wszedł, wybiegł do windy. Po czym nie dałem chyba sobie poznać, że się zastanawiam, że się cofam, bo zaczął jechać na 7 piętro, ale chyba się skumał, że wracam, więc pewnie gdzieś się przyczaił, przykitrał. Albo po prostu była taka decepcja, że po prostu ja sobie pomyślał, że może być, żebym tracił czas, bo tak często jest też robione w tym całym bajzlu. Anyhow, mógł czekać, nie czekać, ale jechałem na 7 piętro, że go tutaj nie widziałem. To zapewne albo decepcja, so this was deception, or he was like thoughtful because he thought that I passed and turned back. Anyways, his behavior was weird. Who's normally standing near the entrance to the block and doing nothing, just standing and waiting for the time that someone will open the doors to grab it and to enter vastly. Not using a key, not using the entrance phone thing. I don't know how to call it. Domophone in Polish. Okay, let's have another stairs round. You'll be running on the stairs, up and down, getting out and in a few times a day to make a fun of playing puppets, NPCs. And evidently this block is required. I'm happy with some. On the staircase, I can't see any, some just fluctuations when I go on here. It's of course, obviously. Oh, and the part of participating in the gang stalking game is like traffic all the time, doing movement all around. So you can see like someone at the elevator just slip off. Of course, it's everything that's hard to prove, especially in the city. But as we know, there are some means, and even as I researched a bit yesterday, there are some means to send the videos and to have the compilation of those videos. Like they have something like a comparison, and then you have gathered enough of portion of videos, and you have like analyzing the faces over repeating over the videos like a pattern. So then when it's repeated, when you have enough on the base, then it's like you can then see that some faces are repeating very very often. It's like too much to say a pattern. So if you have repeatedly in each place where you are, like there is the same people all the time repeating over and over and over and over and over, then then it's like quite obvious that something is going on, right? Therefore it's quite worth to have these things documented over and over, just to prove a point. Of course it will take quite a lot of time, but as long as I live I have a time, and what better to do than evidence psychopathic plans of satanic groups and new orderish puppets who want to enslave the humanity. Just pray for those people that they will maybe finally realize this, that and why don't we have any cross like zebras here? It should be like it's over 200 meters until the next section when you can pass on. So when I was doing the driver's license, it was like 100 meters, and you can use a road. I don't know, I need to check, because currently I don't have really anything. And of course the symptom is also like lies that we can see very often flashing in front of the subject that is being targeted, like on the example taxi DW 9XXX32. So this is a common tactic of used by gang stalkers and group stalking parties. Quite common. So yeah, everything is like repeated. You can see as a textbook, so nothing to be surprised with. Only to observe and see that the patterns and the faces are being repeatedly repeating. There is 5G tower, nice. It shouldn't be like as much of those. People still can believe that those things are harmful for our health because there are not enough peer-reviewed studies. And they're not studies, but there are also not enough peer-reviewed studies to prove that they are not harmful, because it's also not in the interest of the companies who are receiving a big amount of money over developing this kind of network suggestion. Thank you. So that's quite obvious that the telecommunication companies won't be supporting this kind of research to prove that the infrastructure is very harmful for people. And it is harmful because 5G, EMF, despite of what people who are beneficial over system, and there's not much people interested in providing evidence that the case is completely different, or even those people like dying massively, so that's also a pity. But unfortunately true. Truth may be hurtful, but it is true. So we'll be in touch. Pamiętam proszę motywerkę? Sędzową? Tak, nie? Dobra? Nie dobra?
Duża, mała?
Nie wiem, taką bym zjadł, teraz już nie wiem. Jak pani dała mi było, to już... Pani wybierze, wierzę, że pani wybierze najlepiej jeszcze raz. No
Co
i
jeszcze?
nie, na razie chyba nic. Nie mogę bez tego pomóc, nie wiem, co mówię i... No, tak nie fajnie, nie?
Dziękuję
Bardzo
pięknie.
dziękuję. Nie. A grafiki Państwo może mają? Bo tak teraz zawsze jest tak, że potrzebuję, tego nie ma, tylko na szczęście. O, rozumiem. dobra, to pani chwilkę poszukałem, tak jak pani też nie wie, to nie ma co pani czasu marnować, bo wydaje się, że chyba nie. Spinacze, prawda, jakieś tam wszystko państwo macie, to akurat nie tego coś nie potrzebuje, ale to nie szkodzi. Tak tu znalazłem dla siebie. A dziękuję pani za wodę. Zawsze tak jest, nie? O, dziękuję samochodu, akurat do samochodu odjeżdżał, jak wchodziłem z bloku. Przyjechał, teraz jest w sklepie, tam gdzie jestem w zakupach. I akurat nie ma grafek, nie? Pan zielony starszy, co przechodzi już. No, już jechał, ale przyszedł jeszcze kupić 2 piwka bezalkoholowe. Jeszcze tego pana pamiętam bardzo dobrze z parkingu. Dużo tych zwanych przypadków. Nie ma. Nie słyszałem. Wszystko teraz. Będę musiał w takiej firmie. Można do pani?
Można.
Można?
Daj spokój.
chciałem iść.
Przyzwyczajenia.
Ale wszystko ma, wszystko ma.
58,65. Proszę bardzo.
Zobaczymy, czy dziękuję. Cześć. Pan się zgodzi, wiesz. Wiadomo, że to.
Dzięki serdecznie.
Ja mam na tym władzę. Dziękuję bardzo, do zobaczenia.
Bardzo dzięki.
Dobrze, musimy. Gdzieś pana sweczę sobie na parkingu przed wejściem, już odjeżdżał. Później metrów dalej przyjechał do tego, do sklepu, żeby kupić sobie 2 piwka bezalkoholowe, nie? Także pana twarz jeszcze będzie na pewno zwracać uwagę, tak jak niektórych innych ludzi. No ale jest to bardzo zastanawiające, nie? Bo tam to już się pojawił nieraz. Not once, not twice. Not even 3 times. However, I cannot be sure that I have all evidence gathered together to confirm my claim, yet it is also possible. No one can be safe. No one knows how many times the face appeared on the recordings. The greater the amount of appearance, the greater chance to be a perpetrator, so called. Czyli tak zwany cholera, nie pamiętam jak jest po polsku, nie? Tak to bywa, jak się ma grzyby w głowie, jak to mamo, nie? Ale też potencjalnie przez na przykład bycie poddanemu wysokiej dawce napromieniowania elektromagnetycznego, bo ten zakres jest szeroki, nie? A to mogą być różnego typu promieniowania, czy ekstremalnie niskie dźwięki na przykład, których w ogóle nie słychać. A właśnie miałem wyciągnąć film tego pana, co się bardzo dobrze zna, to od kolegi, który zna się na dźwięku bardzo dobrze i na muzyce. Polecał właśnie pana na YouTube, który jest ekspertem niesamowitej klasy i że takiego powinien brać przykład. Faktycznie jest, badał tematy oddziaływania bardzo niskich dźwięków produkowanych przez data center, gdzie AI się rozwija w Stanach. Tam na ludzi jak to wpływa. No i okazuje się, jest korelacja bardzo duża zbieżności pomiędzy chorobami ludzi, dzieci, a tymi właśnie dźwiękami produkowanymi przez te bazy data center, przepraszam, tak zwane. No i nawet do tego stopnia, że ludzie zaczęli wyjeżdżać i się poprawiało to dzieciom, bo głównie ze względu na dzieci ludzie wyjeżdżali, nie? Jak twoje dziecko umiera dlatego, że technologia się rozwija za mocno, no to zaczynasz już działać jakoś tam, nie? Już jest faktycznie to szacunek dla rodziców. No a to nie tylko dzieci się czuły, czy czują w tych miejscach, niektórzy nie mogą pić takich miejsc. No i do tego niestety to dąży, a wielu ludzi to wspiera, nie? Wielu perpetratorów po prostu wspiera takie rzeczy. Głupio, bo nie myślą o tym, co robią. Uczestniczą w planie, który też ich pozabija, ich dzieci pozabija, ale dostaną parę złotych i za te parę złotych po prostu skoczą za diabłem do piekła, nie? skocząc za diabłem do piekła po prostu. Byle tylko coś tam, nie? Parę złotych wpadło, na piwko było, na kiełbasę, na gryla. Najlepiej prześmiać kogoś, kto podnosi, prawda, podnosi jakiś taki zwany koncern, nie wiem jak po polsku się nazywa, ale może jest jakaś kwestia do rozpatrzenia dla dobra całej publiki, dla całego społeczeństwa, ponieważ to jest wpływ na całe społeczeństwo bez ujęcia jakiejkolwiek jednostki. To, co się dzieje, czyli rozwój tych wszystkich technologii wirelessowych, 5G, 6G, nie daj Boże, żeby nie wprowadzili nam, bo będzie jeszcze gorzej, to już w ogóle będą chodzić ci uczestnicy wtedy całkiem jak będą po akcynki chodzić. Już chyba w ogóle nie będą myśleć całkowicie sami, nie? Teraz też mam wrażenie, że już co niektórzy to mają włączoną funkcję komunikacji mózgu z jaźnią, ze świadomością, z duchem i z duszą i z sobą samym. Także a co niektórzy pewnie to od komunizmu jeszcze gdzieś od młodego komucha tam już stawali do tego, nie pamiętam jak się robiło nie będę tutaj robić hejlowego tego. Hejlo, bo to wiesz, to powiedzieć, że jestem hitlerowcem, no nie jestem. No ale to wiadomo, ci co jeszcze tak za komunizm sprzedawali kraj, to teraz też uczestniczą pewnie w tych gierkach całych i udają, że są agentami. I co? No i sprzedają siebie, swoje dzieci, sprzedają się za drobne diabłu, skaczą za diabłem do piekła na główkę, myślą, że ich nie okłamie. No ale to później będzie wszystko się na nich odbije, nie? Tak myślę, że jakby to co niektóry poczuł, jak to jest dostać taką skierowaną wiązką energii, nie mówię o tej rozproszonej, która to wszystkich dotyka, to by się zastanowili, czy takie chodzenie w kółko bez celu z telefonem przyklonym do ucha i udawanie przypadkowych przejść to jest sposób na życie, czy to jest po prostu debilny udział w partycypacja w debilnym programie, nie? Wydaje mi się, że mogłaby część, na pewno jeszcze jest taki moment, że sporo może się jeszcze gdzieś tam otrząsnąć, ogarnąć, jak zacznie używać właśnie swoich zwojów mózgowych. Nie twierdzę, że jestem jakiś genialny, ale no jednak jest wiele korelacji sprzyjających do tego, żeby przemyśleć pewne sprawy. I to, że nie ma badań, peer-reviewed studies na jakieś tematy, to ja powtórzę, że nie ma peer-reviewed studies na to, że to nie szkodzi. Przynajmniej proszę mi pokazać. Zapewne firma telekomunikacyjna XY wystawi, nie? Na przykład AT&T, wiadomo, sztandar w dziedzinie telekomunikacji i wprowadzania nazistowskiej opresji na świecie. Więc oni pewnie mogą mieć takie badania, na pewno zasponsorują takie badania, żeby pokazać, że ich technologia nie szkodzi, nie? Zarabiają tryliony dolarów, nie? Mają kontrolę nad całym światem informatycznie, no to co mają powiedzieć, że ich technologia szkodzi, że no wiesz, przy okazji to może was pozabijać, albo was smaży, będziecie bezpłodni, będziesz żył połowę krócej, nie? Ale dostaniesz 10 zł, jak będziesz później chodził za gościem, udawał, że wiesz, że nie chodzisz za gościem, na przykład, bez celu. Zapłacimy ci 5 zł i wiesz, idź z dzieckiem, dziecko też naucz tych satanistycznych myków wszystkich, a swoje dziecko zabijasz powoli, nie? Po trochę, nie? Coraz bardziej promieniuje, wejdzie 6G, to w ogóle będą się smażyć dzieci. Nic z tego społeczeństwa nie będzie. Będzie już koniec, całkowita apokalipsa. Może dobrze. Ja bym się cieszył, nie? Się nie mogę doczekać. Apokalipsa Świętego Jana to jedna z moich ulubionych ksiąg w Biblii. I normalnie jak czytam Apokalipsę, Revelations in English, St. John Revelations, to I'm so happy. So great vision. Finally this bullshit system will be like destroyed and no. Slowly, rolling. Keep them doggies rolling, roll high. So those people are so, why people are so sad? It's sunny, it's sunny day. Sunny day, it's beautiful like the weather for this time of year. I don't even want to go home, I feel good on the other side. I should probably go somewhere. And most likely I should, I should leave my job, but still I need it a bit. But well, some more time, maybe 2 months, maybe 3. Maybe 2 months, maybe 3, and maybe I will be free. Yeah, and still in regard to the observation over city. There should be a zebra when you are going to the Astra from Golgowska perspective street to Legnicka, because there's too much distance to cross over, and we need to take quite a long stroll to get there. It's not a problem for me, but think about the other part of our society. I love when the people cannot go out from the car from half an hour and trying to figure out how they should stand or breathe. Should I sit? Should I sit or should I stand in the car? And should I close the door when I will leave, or should I stand with that in this pose open and just look around, counting that finally I will catch it. My neurons will catch it, and I will get there, and I will know that I should probably go into the car to sit in. Let's not expect too much from the perpetrators. No, panowie, co wydłużają braki swojego patyka mocą silnika. brakuje im w gaciach, to przynajmniej pohałasują, że zwróci na siebie uwagę, nie? No nie wiem, może czegoś innego im brakuje. Proszę bardzo. I don't know, so I don't want to judge, but you got what I mean. W każdym razie, no, tak to wygląda. Całe dnie i noce potrafią niekiedy wanderować, nie? A policja, czy coś się robi z takimi rzeczami, że oni hałasują po nocach i walą tymi silnikami, nie dadzą człowiekowi odpocząć? Pewnie, że nie. Trzeba jechać na sygnał na pączki, albo na się przyczepić do kogoś, nie? Może jakiegoś łebka puszką złapać z wyfungarania, żeby zniszczyć mu życie i mieć premię. Ale żeby robić pościg za świrami, którzy trwają surowce, jeżdżą, benzynę marnują bez sensu, cały czas gazują, żeby nadrobić braki w swoim, nie wiem czym. Brakuje mi czegoś po prostu, widocznie. A w dupie mają. Ja taki motor, w ogóle lubię jeździć na motorach. Gdyby taki motor, to mi się wydaje, że bym pojechał na jakąś autostradę albo jakiś tor, pojeździć tym, nie? Ale nie powinien się stać na światłach i ładować benzynę gazując, jak jakiś debil, żeby zrobić dużo hałasu. No bo sorry, ciężko jest nazwać inaczej takie zachowanie. Przynajmniej mi. Może są upośledzeni niektórzy. Na przykład, także przepraszam. Że nazywam debilem. Potencjalną osobę upośledzoną. No ale tak to wygląda. What's this, man? Everything okay?
No.
What happened?
I turned on the oven, and then I went back to my room. I smelled something like burning plastic smell.
Yeah, something is wrong.
But when I came in here, I don't smell it, and when I go back in there, I smelled it.
Maybe it's not an oven, just a smell from the, from the neighbor that he was doing something.
Maybe.
But this is fucking weird. I didn't left anything that could be burned. And doesn't anything to this device. However, it's not necessarily often easy to have reliable values. You need to focus on, like having environment excluded from any other sources of So maybe there is a program that will be water, and they will raise the temperature, so that just to give you the desired temperature at the moment. I don't know, I'm just guessing, I'm not the producer of the AGD. How do you say in States? AD, no, I mean, now AGD, people with AGD, but it can be same because I assume that doesn't fall in our yeah, I live in Virginia and we are going to buy something after whatever. Appliances, okay. Like appliances to kitchens.
I don't know if that's what that means. I don't know what it means.
So you were raised in the States or what? Did they raise you in the military base? I don't. So articles of the home environment, let's say. Gospodarstwo is something like usually gospodarstwo is in Polish usually describing like village and then you have a house and some farm as example, then you have a gospodarstwo, I can say, because there is something that you are not only living but you have something to grow or something to care about, like animals. So then you have like gospodarstwo.
So that's also included.
Gospodarstwo rolne, but they also have like artykuły gospodarstwa domowego. So possibly I don't even know that in Polish you can see like gospodarstwo domowe, everything you can do in your house with your environment, like
So
because
you include like flooring, tiles.
no, it's only to the elements like in the kitchen, like yeah, so those ovens, refrigerators, those tiles and stuff is really like more like articles of construction, to articles development. And generally the statement gospodarować from Polish gospodarować like manage.
So I think appliances is close, but for example, television, appliances.
We have other things, we have no TV, tech, TV. So because this is radio, so radio, TV, that's the job you can ask. So
What about like plates? Would that be easier now?
Maybe
like machines.
no. Maybe all this stuff. So more like media expert stuff will sell you LGD, RTV, TV. Shit. Finish this 20 minutes? And I had a great stroll today. Woo! But I take my time anywhere. I'm free to speak my mind anywhere. Where I roam, I lay my head, oh yeah. Become my troll, and the air becomes my troll. I live up to the end, underwater star I grow, by myself at another level. I ask no one, and my ties are severed. Less I have, the more I gain. Under bitter faith I read. Another crazy idea. Have some space to allow the airflow. Airflow flow? No fucking sense. Enable airflow. And I really find anywhere I roam. Where my head is swollen. Anywhere I roam, where I lay my head is swollen. I swear. Okay, so I should also have some notes. As the D notebook is designed to be filled with notes about the. Sorry, here I'm not already today. My body is going to quit. Ten Microsofty produkty to jest takie gówno. No to specjalnie to robią po to, żeby ludzi wkurwiać, nie? Bill się cieszy, Bill Gates się szybko, kiedy wkurwia każdego zera. Dostaje od szatana, wtedy dostaje kropsa. Co za kurwa bez sens. SharePoint, robienie SharePointa na produktach Microsofta. Tworzenie strony w ogóle jakiejkolwiek. Są chyba guziki, totalnie bezużyteczne. More section. Klikam, nic nie daje. Nothing with more section. Edit properties. I'm clicking, no, nothing's happened in edit mode. Duplicate session. Yes, I will duplicate empty section. That is a great idea. And design ideas. I don't need ideas, I need a text field only. Too much for the products of the Microsoft. Man, they are worse and worse in coming years. Yeah. Oh, I have option to add text that is outside the section. I would be happy to show that to camera, but it's my company's laptop and I cannot. Okay, so when I click the add the new field, now appeared to there's another section being created after text was created because it was not there before I tried to add the text field. However, when I was able to add text field outside the section, then text field and a section appeared. How convenient. And the previous section still cannot do anything within. I probably will start recording those things like when I'm working and put everything on the company's database or something. But still, maybe not, because recently they were even whining that we should even take out some files like PDFs that exceeding a space. So if they are worried about a few megabytes, then most likely recording videos and storing them on their space wouldn't be even allowed to document my work and things that are faced with the Microsoft products. And this is corporate Microsoft products. What a piece of shit. And people are being forced to use it on the corporate scale just because it's a big deal of interest across the world. And I'm sure there are like thousands of better programs. I know we were using like 15 years ago almost much better and efficient programs. And the Teams, Microsoft Outlook, and Microsoft Publisher, and those stuff are so not intuitive, so many flaws. And when I tried to even raise a question about some functions, maybe there could be there, I was immediately attacked by people who were just protecting this, thinking, no. You can do it like this and this, but I want to have some more. No. Will be released in 17 years maybe. Meantime, we'll destroy the product, make shitter even more over the time. So some people will maybe attempt a suicide while trying to do anything with those tools. What a bullcrap, Copilot also, I need to say, Copilot version, corporate version on a special approval for a corporate business use. It's also on a speech mode. It's also so terrible. Like you cannot even see what was the conversation story. Every time you want to copy what was said, you will probably won't be able to make it to copy that. Maybe you'll be able to hit the print screen button. But if you want to see the storyline, because there was like a elaborated discussion, no chance. There's no option. If try to cough or even move when it's responding, then immediately it will be like stopped and try to respond with some other bullcrap. I've asked about this option if that will be possible. So the specialist over our corporate global space, in a mocking manner, just said, you have 3 dots here, you just need to go there, and you can even have a document in Word. And he ended here, but most likely his mind was like, you're so stupid. But I was talking about the speech option, not the option when you are hitting the microphone and then it's being recorded and I need to send each time, click, send, click, send, click, send. I'm very interested in this speech option. It's enabled, but it's completely useless when I cannot even have a copy of content of everything I'm working on. So from my perspective, it's 1 out of 10 points on the model of cooperation with AI. And some other models also have this flaw. It seems like the producers don't want us to see what was being said and what the models actually done and how the models are misleading, confusing, and providing lies to the users, because they are doing all the time, and I have the same situation with the Perplexity AI, same with the ChatGPT. Also, they are like, until I'm not recording them, but even if recording, they are so full of bullcrap, and some things I'm certain are real or for fact. They will be trying to mislead you or will provide you incorrect information until pressured for several more response, and then finally, after some, oh, I'm sorry, and you cannot even prove that until you are not recording with external camera, because you cannot access the history of conversation you are having, and even I couldn't to get that in some paid versions. And as here, when I have a corporate computer, where like million deals most likely done to use Microsoft 365 products. This is so bullcrap, so bullshit, so inefficient, so frustrating. This is just mocking over the user. What the bullcrap. Lies, 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 lies. Therefore, I will address that also to, at least I will try to address this case to proper entities in our country. So maybe, just maybe, Poland, my country, will be one to finally realize that something is fishy is going on, and those all this development that is so vastly, rapidly being accelerated is not in fact so good for us all, as those AI models are misleading all the time. And just imagine how many, for example, kids may use that and later on take wrong decisions based on false information provided by so-called AI agents, because most likely people won't be have some like life experience and knowledge to undermine the output from the AI agent. So that's something that is very dangerous for our society. That's one thing. But everyone can be misled, and most likely will be, looking at least on 3 different AI models, or even 4 I try to cooperate with, and all of them were lying whenever the subject was inconvenient for big corporations, like, let's say, harmful influence of EMFs or other stuff alike. They will be misleading you as much as possible, not providing correct information until there are some certainties in your claims. Then they can provide. Of course, I cannot be certain about everything on the world. It's impossible. But when I hear like people say, yeah, there are no peer-reviewed studies on the harmful influence on the EMFs. But I would like to see also peer-reviewed studies claiming that they are completely safe and have no complete effect on the human health and body, I will be just glad to see that. Please show me that and I will be sleeping peacefully at night. Because those people, especially those paid for by those companies, they will do everything to mock you if you haven't tried to explore possibility, or just by curiosity and being concerned about the society, do something about it. No, they will mock you, they will backstab you, they will do everything to destroy your position, undermine your self-esteem, destroy your reputation, etc., etc., etc. And that is something not really good for our society, despite of maybe the people who are having like several zloty or dollars for participating in this circus that is going to destroy the society or destroy the world if it will go that way. Well shaken off, because those seem like 5G, 6G, there are many people talking, exploring, also from the community of scientists, showing concerns, rising higher and higher. That's not an MS, but extremely low sounds, but also other means. And we know that Arnie was like exploring this possibility since second Great War, and they are saying no, nothing is there, but they are at the same time replacing the infrastructure to have most of weapons being like based on not conventional means, let's say. I've also translated Polish in the garage, tried to translate this plan and summary made by high-rank general with a long-lasting tradition coming in U.S. Army, just showing that this is not something imagined or science fiction. And yeah, if I will hear and I will see in the comments of people just mocking this case and saying, fuck you trolls, show me period studies, to showing clearly, without doubt, if scientists having real good proven evidence that are peer reviewed by others entities that are authorized to do this peer review, that is completely safe, there is nothing completely there. And if those were funded by AT&T or any other corporation who is earning trillions of dollars on this development of this technology, then maybe take into consideration possibility that this may be influenced by people who are receiving money from your farm. Just the facts, that's just the facts to share. No pressure applied on anyone except of maybe my request to maybe I have a request to check, think about it, think for yourself, check by yourself, look on many different possible sources, because you and your family, especially kids, are being affected, not in a good way. And if this will go ever further without restrictions, any thought over, then we will be doomed. And we all will be like those brainless freaks who are just, wandering around and forth with a big motorbike. Oh, you have a motorbike! I have a motorbike! Damn, fuck. Cannot pay, they cannot have attention of anyone, so they must do a lot of noise, right? And use resources. Yeah, we are all trying to save money, care about the trash segregation, not have too much CO2, and that you will be punished for buying too much jars of jam in a shop because you use so much of your CO2 footprint. Or the bullshit we are, as a human built. on a structure made from the charcoal. And I want to say that CO2, which is actually breathing material for the plants, is so harmful because we are buying that in the shop and the cows are farting. But at the same time, there are several dudes making shit of noise, having so much fumes pushed into the air and destroy environment for everyone, making noise and annoying everyone around. And what the police do with that? No, it would be safer to maybe catch up some kid near the school and take him off for, because he, smoked a weed or something, like, or took a beer. Anything what the kid will do, right? Go, the guy with the motorbike, he may have some, maybe colleagues who are dangerous. I'm not the one to make not for police because most of my experience with police, despite of not really nice circumstances for me, were actually quite well because those people I met on my way while it took me, they were very, I think that they were very good guys and women, dedicated to their job. So I think also that that's my impression only, but I think that there was some time when they took me for the custody when they were regretting that they done this and saw that I'm not some dangerous dude or there's nothing much behind except of usage of some things maybe. And we both felt like it was waste of their time because they could possibly do so much more better things for our society at that time. So there are still a lot of tons, I believe most of our forces, police, firefighters, paramedics and others, that we should respect and support them as well while they are protecting us, because it's important to keep order. Without those services, we wouldn't be able to keep this society up and running. Impossible. However, as everywhere, there might be some parasites and some part of those environments infiltrated by narcissistic, sadistic, psychopathic douchebags, and we shall stay opposed to those people if we want to keep this society up and running still. Because what I can see now is it's very, very unsettling, and I should do something to my job most likely. I know that I will be pressed that I didn't done some section, despite of being overloaded all the time with the tasks and problems and subjects. So many questions coming to me on the, let's say, meetings that are in a big group. But yeah, that's my job, of course. I'm not complaining. But those who are perpetrating against me know very well that this is something that they're doing. It's just bad. It's just shitty, and sometimes I can feel on some faces regrets, on some not. But some of them realizing what a shitty thing they are participating in, and why. And I'm so radiated that I opened the Teams. It was shit. It was so stupid. So I have several things to be included. I will just put and give a shit. Okay, so I'll just do stuff I have prepared. let's just do a small update, and each day I will be doing small updates because otherwise I won't be allowed to have a peace of mind to work under one project I would like to complete thoroughly. This is a bit sad, and people also abusing my kindness. Also, I spent some time to for the things I maybe shouldn't due to liking some people despite knowing that they betrayed and made already some backstabbing moves against me with my ideas and taking benefits from them. Or developing the position in a company on my cost. But I'm still being so stupid to engage and raise concern where I see that it will influence negatively for our organization. And even today there was a case I just raised, described that should be implemented a long time ago. While we are receiving new customers, some steps should be taken to assure the proper authorization and communication control, which I already raised, but due to being gaslighted by so many people, it's not very likely to be seen that anyone's agreeing with me, unless it's like a person being completely placed, in the wall, like when they want to shoot you. And when this agreement will look like a complete lack of brain in front of other people, then only just then I can count for some agreement. Usually it's like a blind silence after me producing things to be spoken, but as long as the meeting was recorded and I occurred to be right this time again, well, we will have to do something with that and in fact use this tip to make our life easier for all of us, not for me. And of course I'm sure that everyone will forget, or maybe not forget, but will not bring out things like that, that it was my idea, or this idea by itself that it has importance, that could connect my achievements with possible careers, I don't know, or even not a rank raise, but you know what I mean, like a promotion. So it seems when I'm speaking all the time, I'm doing at the same time updates. I will be able to make updates, but if I would like to focus only on updates or being heavily influenced by something that is messing with my head, I don't know what. I have some suspicions, but of course I don't have any people around who will confirm or who would like to agree, or even when they will be shown with devices destined to show some results. Admit it, that the things happen, or will try to, like my family, try to say that I'm insane because I'm just reading values from the devices. So don't expect too much. Okay. Close that up. Okay. Okay. And yeah, I think that Soon I will need a cable to the device, just to assure that colleague will not forget again about the unpinning the router. Okay, we're doing the job. Are ready to go on you? Don't let me go. I know. Actually, I want to check something on the internet, so we'll leave this internet. Yes, yes, do a noise, do a noise. Another police unit. Oh, coffee in Orland for hot price. Let's see this sharp 6 p.m. And today we have like what's the day? 23rd March. Shit. 24th, sorry. So the 24th March 2026, and today is a Tuesday. So Tuesday. I want to check something, but soon I will also disconnect surely the okay, so the measurement surface is like heading the direction of from where we have radiation, so it seems like there are some pipes going from that room where I'm hosting very busy, the busiest and most occupied, homeless and unemployed person I know that I took off my roof. The developer that configured also Wi-Fi, so I think that fabric reset will be some necessity. Yeah, possibly most likely not to even run this poisonous injected network. But yeah, this is also, you know, like very interesting that and when the wall is like thick, you cannot see, but the doors are not the barrier. Maybe it's a neighbor, or this maybe also from the neighbor's side, like from behind the wall. Seems like not so much. If you only have direct in the this seems to be so. Not sure if you see that. Well, you can see the flashing red light here. Just is saying that something's wrong. So it's like already informing about the on yellow. It's like not so bad, but when it's flashing red, it's already good. Something is not good, and it occurred that it's coming from the room of a guest. So I won't risk my health because there are no peer-reviewed studies yet done. And one again is someone you asked I should think about it much earlier, but of course when I was attacked by so many perpetrators by so many means, not only with devices like, for example, any kind of energetic weapons, but also heavily gaslighted by many members of family and so-called friends, to the point that I felt like physical pain in my brain, like being heavily gaslighted by family and betrayed. Like physically, someone would put a knife in my outer section of the brain, and I couldn't sometimes really get up my words together, and they were conspiring all the time, like, oh, watching what's going on, it's going, and all the time, betrayal after betrayal. Forgave, but I won't forget, and will tell the world about that, and will claim until I'm still standing, because what they did was inhuman. It was like breaching all human rights. There wasn't the Nazis in Germany. Nazis, oh, but they put it in the camps, etc. But it was not a covert, cowardly taken means. At least you know that were oppressors, and they will be hiding behind the Catholic Church and pride, and they will, everything that they do is just disgusting. I am really like disgust of this approach and of people who are doing this shit, and they are digging their own grave for their families. This is something completely terrible. So I do pray God help us to do something and think more, not pursue only benefits, or just destroy it all like it was prophesied in the Revelations.